love what we doing, ain't nowhere around. Started from the ground, always gotta hold it down. Now they think they got it, cause they sign up on a data. But there's only so much money in the year that is allotted. Plus you probably don't even know how it is divided.
What's up, people? YouTube, this here bringing you guys another video to my channel, and today I'm going to be making you guys a tutorial. I know that's weird. I don't usually make tutorials. I'm making you guys a Photoshop tutorial. Now, I just made the one you are seeing on screen right now. So I put a lot of effort into making this for you guys. It was like a 20-minute tutorial and doing a lot of different things. Then I realized that my sound was not working. I was not getting any audio, so I think I fixed the problem. Now it's time for me to go ahead and make another thumbnail for you guys, so you guys can see exactly what I meant to do. So go ahead and you hit the, if you already have an image up on your Photoshop, go ahead and hit new, and then you would like your width to be 1280 by 720 pixels, and then 1000 for resolution. You can kind of change your resolution however you want. I think the width and the height is probably the best way to do this. I think that works pretty well. This is just the way I've been doing it. You can do like 1920 by 1080, I think, too. But like I said, this is just the way I've been doing it. So go ahead and hit OK. This white background does not matter very much. What does matter, though, is the things that you add to it. So basically, the thumbnail you guys just saw, I'm going to make something very similar to that. We'll go ahead and open this up. As you can see, I have a folder here called Photoshop stuff. This is not Photoshop related. Get that out of here. And then I have all of these things in here that I use when I'm making thumbnails. Just go ahead. This also does not need to be in here. Just go ahead and search things on Google, get some textures, some ideas, things that you like, and just pull them in and make pretty much whatever you really want. So to start off here, I'm going to drag some images onto this, and you guys can decide how much you guys like it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this one. All right, drag it to match the size of your screen. And then go ahead and set that. If you guys don't want this here, you can make a layer from it and then just go ahead and delete it, so that way it's not taking up space. Probably make your file smaller too. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add, what color do we want to add over the top of this? I want to do green. We're going to do yellow and see how this works. So once again, Photoshop is, I say once again because I already recorded this, but Photoshop is basically just something that you got to mess around with and you got to figure out exactly what you like. So I almost skipped a step for you guys there. Once you get that on there and you make the size the way you want it, go ahead to this little option right here where it's right next to opacity and go ahead and hit overlay. And this is what it's going to do. You can see the difference if I take that off, add it on, take that off, add it on. You can change the opacity of this to whatever you want, you know, how much you want it to be there. And I like that. I think that looks pretty good. It's not too bad. You're going to go up here and you're going to hit this little option here that says curves. And this is basically something where you can make it super bright, which is horribly gross looking, or you can make it a little darker, which is kind of what I'm going for here. I'm going to make it a little darker like that. And this is going to be a thumbnail for my traits option in rigs. So I'm going to go ahead and drag in this because it is for Infinite Warfare. We're going to kind of make it differentiate from the last thumbnail a little bit. Not big enough. That looks good to me. And then I'm going to drag in some payload options, or some rig options, I should say. Drag this guy in here, and we'll go ahead and we'll do this one. So we got these two images. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to want to get rid of this white around both of these guys, right? So the way you do this is you rasterize your layers. You just right-click on the layer on the left or on the right-hand side. You hit rasterize, and then you go over here to this little option right here where it is the magic wand tool. If you don't have that, you can just hold the left click option and then go ahead and hit the magic wand and then click on the white. So outside of, don't click on the person himself, click on the white and then just hit delete or backspace. And then go ahead and hit Control D to remove that little whatever, and then do the same thing there, Control Delete. Then if you want to get really, really specific with it, you can see that there's a little tiny spot right here in the gun. Hopefully I can hit that, and I did. Control Delete. And so we have that. Now go down here and select this one, and then the same process. No different. Control D. Delete that. Control D. And I think we're good. So to resize images, you just hit Control and then T, and then you can change these however you so desire. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy right over here. I'm not going to make him that big, but I'm going to put him here. I think that looks good. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Control T. I'm going to pull him over here. I think that looks alright. Now, some other images that I would like to add to this. I want to put the game that I'm playing in the upper left-hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and add that image in. So, Black Ops 3. Once again, you just kind of resize these things. Figure out exactly how you want them to look. That is way too big. I think that looks alright. Now, like I said before, when you're doing this stuff, you just got to kind of figure out exactly what you want to do. And now it is time to add some text. Just mess around with things and see how you like it. The bigger the text, guys, obviously don't make it too huge, but the larger the text, the better the quality it's going to look when it's smaller. Keep in mind this is still a thumbnail, so people aren't going to be blowing up your image really ever. So just make sure you remember that while you are making these, that it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, go ahead and find yourself a nice font that you like. Just go to Google, type in free fonts or whatever, find one that you're allowed to use, and you can use that in your thumbnails. Find something that you like, you think looks interesting. Don't make it too unreadable, I guess, because that's kind of an issue. And then you just type. Now to resize this, once again, it's just Control T, and then you just make it smaller here. You kind of want to get up here to the corner and drag that down. Drag that down. Kind of an annoying and frustrating process sometimes. It's really tedious. Alright, so here is my text. I like the size of that. I think that looks pretty good. Make it a little bigger here. When you're going to resize things, if you want them to keep their same ratio, just hold Shift and then drag from either side, just however you really want to do it, just to keep the ratio the same, so it's not doing this stuff, because nobody wants that. That's really irritating. Go ahead and put that there, and then repeat the process. Oh, all right, like I was trying to say, you just kind of got to get this in there however you like it, and we're good. So that is my text. Now the things that you got to do from here on are you just got to kind of have to add some flavor, I guess. Basically the way you want things to look is pretty much how this is going to go. So I want to make sure that my images are all kind of in the same little area, and I want my Infinite Warfare logo up here. Now you just right click on the images right here, and then you just hit blending options, just like that. And then for the Infinite Warfare logo, I just want an outer glow and a stroke. So for the outer glow, go ahead and hit color dodge. Put your opacity to 100% if that's what you like. Precise for your technique. Increase your spread to about 30. You can just kind of mess around with that and see exactly how you like it. And then go into this and change this to pretty much whatever you want. Whatever you think looks nice. I don't really like that. But yeah, you can just kind of mess around with this stuff. Maybe green. Once again, I do like the green from the last one, which you guys didn't get to actually watch. Actually, I think we're going to do... We might actually do some blue with this. I'm digging that. I can get down with some blue. So that's what we're going to do with this one. And then just go ahead and you can copy this layer style. And you can paste it to both of these. Paste it to that. paste it to, actually, you know, we're going to do something different with this. So we're not going to do the layer styles on that one, but we are going to paste it to the Black Ops 3 logo. Now go ahead and hit the Black Ops 3 logo here like this, and then go to blending options, and we're going to do an inner glow. I'm going to show you guys how to do that one real quick. It's the same process, basically 100% there, precise, change the choke up here a little bit, I guess. We're going to do something pretty basic. We're just going to do white because sometimes it's hard to make these look good on the inside. There you go, just like that. Hit OK. And then we're going to go down here to the actual images, like the characters themselves, the payload rigs or whatever. We're going to do a gradient overlay, which obviously you don't want it to be like that. So we'll do a... we'll do yellow going into a greenish color. That's what we're going to do. Yellow going into green, and then you might want to change, I would definitely recommend changing your opacity because that looks really bad when it's completely covered. Now go ahead and hit stroke, outer glow, inner glow. We can do the inner glow first, and might as well. Color dodge, 100%, precise, choke, up a little bit. There you go, and then your outer glow. Color dodge, 100%, precise. And then we were liking the blue, so let's go ahead and go back to that. Looks a little bit different. Maybe a brighter blue. Yeah, I like that more. Oh gosh. Alright, I'm digging that. Go ahead and hit OK, and then you can just copy the layer style and then paste it to this one down here. So you get the same little effect over here on this one. If you guys would like, you can change your, I think I'm going to do that. You can change your opacity on these because I think that's a little much. That looks better. Copy that, and then once again paste it so you can keep your same look. Now the text, this is pretty much what kind of brings it all together. I'm actually going to, you know what, I'm going to paste this here and we'll see what it looks like. No, I got to change this. Go ahead and go into your gradient overlay. And then just change your opacity. Oh, that was loud. Go ahead and change your opacity back to the way it was. I'm not really liking that on this. So we're going to change the colors here. I'm going to do... I'll actually keep the yellow. We'll do yellow to purple. Or no, yellow to blue. Oh... yellow to pink. We'll do that. I need to change your inner glow because it's a little much for me. There we go. That's how I like that. And then copy that. And once again, paste it. So that is basically how I make my thumbnails. I think that this one doesn't quite look as good as my first one. I think this one looks better, but they are pretty much the same. They're pretty similar. It's going to get the job done on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Twitter and Facebook links will be down in the description as always. I don't know if I'm going to make more tutorials like this. If you guys really enjoy it, I can go ahead and make more of these. Just leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys found this useful. Anyways, guys,